Leah from the Laurel County Public Library, and today I am not at the library. I am out and about in our community visiting local businesses and establishments to get a behind-the-scenes look of what goes on in our community. So today I'm visiting the London Police Department, and I am joined by Captain Kilburn. Now, Captain Kilburn, I have been gathering some questions from the kids. I think I've got some really good ones. I've got two sister duos, Brittany and Brianna, and Allie and Briley, that have come up with some really good questions, and then Mason, Easton, and Hadley. So, is it okay if I ask you some questions now?
Absolutely.
All right, Captain Kilburn, what is your favorite part of your job?
My favorite part, I'd probably say I'm blessed. After 15 years of being a police officer, I still love being a police officer. I have the opportunity to work with some of the best people in the world from the police department. I've met all kinds of interesting people throughout my career. And one of the best things about being a police officer, obviously, is the opportunity to help people and to make hopefully make a change in the world. That's probably my favorite part.
That's good. That was a good question. That was a good answer, too. Thank you. Let's see. What do we have next? What type of education do you have to be either a police officer or a detective or a captain?
Another great question. Most agencies around, you had to have at least a high school diploma or a GED. Some agencies require that you have some college to apply. Once you get accepted in a position as a police officer, you had to go to the academy, which right now consists of 22 weeks of training. After you complete your training, you come back and you have to, at the Laurel Police Department, you have to go through a 14-week process to make sure you understand all the policies and regulations here at the police department. And then you're out on your own, but each year you have to attend at least 40 hours of in-service, of new training. And but even though you're only required for 40 hours, most officers had to attend much more than that. I've already had 4 weeks this year myself, and I've got 2 more weeks, I think, scheduled. So it's a lot of training after you start. And if you want to become a detective, usually you have to be on at least 5 years. And like I said, all the different trainings you would have to complete to do that. So
would it be safe to say that we might have some books at the library that could help you in your job, such as this book that I found called Police Cat?
Absolutely.
Do you want to keep this one with you?
Absolutely.
I mean, you might need to read it later.
I will read that. That could help me.
Do you have a cat here?
We do have a lot of people that bring their cats in to work every once in a while.
Can you call me on those days?
Absolutely.
Oh,
absolutely.
I love it.
They would love it too.
I love it. Okay, you can keep that book today, but there's plenty more at the library if you want to come by and check out Squirrel. You have a library card, right?
I absolutely do. And I would encourage everyone to go to the library and read as much as possible, because knowledge is power.
Knowledge is power. All right, Captain Kilburn, we talked for a second about police cats, but what about police dogs? Because I also have a really great book called Officer Buckle and Gloria, which is about a dog. I'm going to let you have this one too,
Okay.
because I think you're really going to like that one. So do you have dogs or canines that work here at the police department?
We do. We have 2 canine officers who handle canines, and this book would be great for them. They do a lot of programs. They've done several at the library.
Yeah.
We use our dogs to search out drugs, and we have one dog that is being trained now to actually track humans. So that will be very useful to us. But yeah, we have 2 canine officers.
That's pretty neat. Pretty neat. All right, this is a very deep question.
Okay.
And this is from my friend Mason, who knows a little bit about everything. He knows about dinosaurs, sharks, the Wild West, Gunsmoke. He knows a little bit about everything, but he knows a lot about Legos. So according to my friend Mason, Lego police officers like donuts, and I found evidence of this right here. This sort of looks like you, maybe, eating a donut. So since Lego policemen like donuts, Mason would like to know, is it true that real policemen like donuts?
The myth about police officers loving donuts is probably absolutely true. Myself, I like donuts. I'd rather have a cheeseburger, but yeah, I do like donuts too.
Donuts are pretty great.
Donuts are pretty great.
I mean, who doesn't like a donut, right?
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
All right, well, do you need to keep this piece of
Yeah,
evidence? Does it need to be destroyed?
No.
Because I'm not going to lie. I
Everybody
can't lie.
knows
I'm at the
that.
police department. I can't lie. I actually have Exhibit B.
Yeah, female officers like donuts too.
Yes. Look, there's an entire table of donuts in this. So that was a great question. Would you like to keep that and destroy that also?
Absolutely.
Mason, that was a great question.
Thanks for the question, Mason.
Much like Lego policemen who enjoy donuts, real policemen also enjoy donuts. Thank you for like breaking the myth there and
Okay.
filling us in on that. I'm gonna ask you one more question.
Okay.
This is a question for Mason and Easton and Hadley sort of combined. Where do you eat breakfast?
Where do I eat breakfast? Usually I bring my breakfast from home.
Okay,
Every once in a while, we'll all go out together on the morning shift and eat somewhere, but usually I bring it from home.
that was an interesting question, but there again, inquiring minds want to know.
Exactly.
So Mason, Easton, Hadley, Allie, Briley, Brittany, and Brianna, thank you for your questions. Captain Kilburn, can we take a walk?
Absolutely.
There's some stuff I want to see over here.
Okay. Miss Leah, since you know a few things about the Laurel Police Department, would you like to be junior officer?
Absolutely.
You'll have to wear some of our gear.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. Slip it over your head.
Oh, there we go.
Alright, ready for you.
Oh, I guess I gotta get that arm out, don't I?
You have to wear the hat.
Okay. Let's see.
Right to the back.
There we go. Is that right?
That looks good.
Good.
And you can't be a police officer without a badge.
Got a badge, guys. Perfect. Thank
Looks
you.
good.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So
Very
anytime you need me, you know where I'm
You know where to
at the
come.
library. Come find me. If it's not story time, I got you back. All right?
Well, you know where you're at.
All right. Guys, look who I found here at the police department. I found Sergeant Travis Hurley, one of our good library friends. So, Sergeant Hurley, while you're here, do you care if I ask you a few questions?
Sure, Miss Leah.
Now, these are questions that I've gathered from my friends at the library, questions that are related to the police. So, the
Okay.
first question is, why do you have weapons?
We carry weapons on our uniform for multiple reasons. Most because when we may come in contact with a dangerous criminal, so we may have that to protect ourselves and to protect others in the community.
Sounds good. So, let me ask you a question about your cruiser.
Okay?
How fast does your cruiser go?
They go pretty fast, Miss Leah, you know, but we go on emergency calls every day, so it comes in handy to be able to get someone quickly if they need us really fast, okay?
Well, it's there for it's there to help everybody.
We're there to help.
Exactly.
We may have to get to you pretty quick.
Right. All right. So one of my friends thinks that you have 2 sirens on your car. So do you have 2? Are there more than 2? Is there just one? Tell me about your siren.
Well, the car is equipped with one siren, but it makes different sounds. It can make about 4 or 5 different sounds, and we use that so we can get the attention of other drivers when we're trying to get through traffic on an emergency. So some people may be driving in their cars with their radios on, could be listening to other things and may not hear us. So we change those siren sounds up in order to get the attention of the people.
So is that sort of also the reason why you have lights on the top of your car to get everybody's attention?
Exactly. It goes together. The lights and sirens go together to get the attention of drivers so they can kind of help move over a little bit and let us come through.
Okay, so you sort of just said this a second ago. So when we see a police car coming with sirens going and lights going, what do we need to do?
Try to pull over if you can a little bit and make some room for the officer so we can safely get by you.
There you go. There you go. All right. I asked Captain Kilburn this question. I'm so sorry. It has to do with donuts, but we have to know. My friend Mason says that Lego policemen like donuts. Captain Kilburn agrees that real policemen like donuts. So, Sergeant Hurley, do policemen like donuts?
I think Mason has a great question, and I'm going to say this. Everybody loves donuts. Of course we love donuts.
Right.
Everybody does.
Right? Right? All right. Guys, keep in mind that this is something that we're going to keep doing. We're going to keep visiting local businesses and local establishments in our community. So if there's somewhere that you would like for me to visit, you can either come by the library and see me, you can email me, or you can call me at the library and let me know where you'd like for me to go. You can also send your questions in that way. So I'm going to let these guys get back to work. I'm a junior officer. I'm going to go find a desk to get some work done. So guys, see you later. Well, I mean, you can look at that, like,
Yeah. Yes.
Hang on, my tie's messed up.
Oh, come in.
Just made a Mallory face.
Excuse me.
I go all Ricky Bobby. I know what to do.
I don't want to scream at her.
Miss Leah!
Yes, Miss Leah, they do go really fast.